Well, hello. Welcome back to Crochet at My House. This is a live. Don't really know if anybody's going to come watch it, but I'm here and I'm working on a square. Mm-hmm. It's also a very wet, rainy day, so if it seems noisy or anything, or just the fact that it's rather dark here, that'd be why. I've got to put 16 singles all the way around this tiny circle. Seems a little excessive. That's how many I asked. Also not quite sure why you want to do magic rain and put this many in. There. Put 16. Slip stitch. Chain 2, 4, 5, 6. And I guess I've got to do this all the way around. Yep. So I'm making a square at the moment. It's from a Simply Crochet magazine that I got a while ago. And it's 100 granny squares and motifs. And I'm making the night flower. And I am using purple, which I think is showing up rather blue. This is definitely a light purple. And then I'm also using this green, which I think is showing up a little better than the purple. It's Linky. And I have got the camera and everything back a bit, so we're close to the wall again. I think that works well for lives. A little bit more comfortable, I guess, and like quiet. There's not so many things to look at in the background, so the camera doesn't have to spend as much time trying to focus on all the colours. There's a couple of things in the background because there's my happy camper banner, and that heart, and there's a rainbow up there, and over there that's the yarn I dyed, which I've still not picked a project for, but I'll pick something for the thing. Oh, I have a flip in my yarn. It's just tangled. But it wasn't a knot. what are you supposed to do at the end? Okay, so I was to keep doing this and then slip stitch to 1, 2, 3, and slip stitch. That's what I've got so far. It's just kind of a little circle with flips. But you can see it better there. Yeah, it's really showing up. Definitely not blue. Right, that's what it wants to show up as. Stitch into chain space. Chain 1. Okay. So I've got one single one. And this pattern is actually in British terms. I'm just converting it as I go, because I know what the different ones are quite well, so I don't have to try and figure it out in the British stuff. I just convert it. Five doubles. And I have been asleep. And single. So that would be one petal. And I just need to do that in all the chain 3 spaces. And, I'm just really going to work on this while the slide runs, and then going to whatever. Slides for me are always very quiet. I don't really see many people watch them. I have a feeling that has something to do with me not having a schedule. Plus, there's so many lives now that I can't watch them all. Five doubles. Like I don't see most people's lives because I've got other things to do. And that's 2 petals. There's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 petals in total. As I could show from. This is the bit clip I'm using. Oh, this is the crochet layer, 100 and motifs. So on the outside you can see some of the pictures. I've done this one already. And I'm now working on the night farm, which is number 2017. And I don't know how many squares I'm actually going to do out of here, but the two squares that I'm making, they are going to go to Clinical Crochet for the square she's collecting. Hopefully she'll like them. It gave me an excuse really to try the flower patterns. I actually really liked the last one I made, which right here, really liked that one, and it really reminds me of Christmas. I was thinking actually, if you take away this background, so that we just have the flower and its leaves and petals, and it would make a really cute Christmas ornament. So I may be making some more of those flowers. Yeah. It's been a really quiet day, especially since it's really wet, so there's no outside stuff to do really. I've just been kind of tidying up my space here and this cart that you're on because it gets messy sometimes. Especially since I keep all of my projects, if I'm not like actively taking them up and downstairs and in and out of the house, they have a tendency of sitting in the cart. As do like magazines and patterns that I'm going to be working from, whether they have yarn picked out or not, so that when I'm ready to start working on them, they're at hand and they're not in the cupboard. I don't have to rummage and try and figure out, oh, which magazine was it in? Single, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a lot of stitches in these petals, that's for sure. In total, there is 9 of them. And that loud noise was my dog Trudy. She likes coming in when I'm doing videos, lives or otherwise, and happens to enjoy making a good old bit of noise. Although sometimes she doesn't actually do anything, she'll just sleep for the whole thing. But that was her making herself noticed. Yeah, just over half the petals there. This is actually a really easy pattern. Okay, I am paying attention to what I'm doing because I want the stitches to be all in the right places and not have any issues. But I feel like this would be a really easy pattern that you could just sit and do without like a whole lot of thinking. That's nice. It's a really nice simple thing. Yeah. And I still have some more organizing and like tidying up to do. As my cart is still a mess, the only part of the cart that I tidied was the top tier because that's where my tablet sits. But it does have two other tiers that need tidied, and of course there's a cup here at the side and it has stuff in it. It could probably do with being reorganized again as well. I'm trying to get attention to me. Didn't make much more noise. That's because she ran around and stuff. That would make more noise as well. I have 2 petals left. Yay! And okay, so the next bit will be easy for doing the next colour. Because in this book it's all one colour. But they do just fasten off and rejoin in separate space. So that makes it very easy to just start a different colour. I haven't really read the pattern until now because there's not much point in me reading a pattern when I'm not working on it. I just figure out how it goes as I go. I think most people probably do. Like, she's going to read the entire pattern and then decide after reading the whole thing if they're going to make it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're back again then. I don't know, maybe I should pick a different day for English or something. Or I could on Tuesday in my usual video. I probably could just make that my question when people would like me to do them and see if anyone responds so that I have some idea. Because these are always really quiet and seem kind of redundant on the list of videos I have. Like, does anyone even like watch these back later? Like, I've never really watched back a live later on. I don't know why you would do that. I think the point of a live is that you're there rather than watching it later. I think I've watched 1 or 2 live, maybe a little bit later, if somebody specifically told me to, but other than that, I don't think so. There we go. That is the flower portion of this done. It really does not want to show off its true colour. But anywho, that's all the petals on, and now I have the background. Although first I'm going to have to cut this yarn. I should have some snips down here somewhere. Here we are. I'm just using a set of these at the moment. We actually had 2 of these, but one of them broke a while ago. That's the yarn cut. So there's the flower, and obviously it has the tail. That one just cut me off. That's the flower done. Now I have the background portion, which I am doing with this colour here. It's called Lincoln, and it's just a Stylecraft Special DK. And where is it? And this is the annoying part about trying to start a new ball, finding out where the end is. There's no like, oh, this is where the ball always starts and always ends. Ah, here we go. Found the end of the eye. Right. Just a regular drawing. So the place that we're going to be attaching to is these bits here, just kind of around them. It just says to join and then I skipped one of those. So I would guess it would be around them because it would be a bit strange to try and get into the top of them. And we can kind of see. I don't know. It doesn't really tell you exactly where to join. Well, it tells you which stitch. It doesn't actually tell you what part of said stitch. Do you want it on top of the stitch? Do you want it in the back of the stitch? Like, where is it going to be? And not even I'll verify it out here. Well, that looks okay. Right, behind the stitch. Work behind the stitch. That really doesn't tell me. I'm going to guess maybe you were supposed to try and go around it somehow. Chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stitch the next one and then do that 8 times. So that's basically all this bit is. Slip stitch into a portion of the stitch. Oh hi. I'm good, I guess. I'm surprised anybody even noticed I was gone. I'm just working on a square at the moment. You can see here. It's a flower. It's called the night flower. It's one of the squares I'll be sending to Clinically Crocheting. The one that I made previously was this one. That's okay. At least you didn't know. You're off again. Here. That would be my dog. She keeps coming in and out and in and out. But so how are you? You've popped in. Oh, that's sweet. Nice to know somebody else got my name. Thanks. Yes, they are quite pretty. There's not much else to do today. It is raining a lot here. And yeah, there's nothing to do outside. And all I've been doing besides this is tidying. So there's only so much tidying one person wants to do all day. And you're back. Hi. I'm pretty sure if anyone's paying attention, they notice you did it. Good. Pretty sure you asked how I've been already. Good. Three, 4, 5. Been doing a lot of work on the advent calendar. So I'll be showing that on Tuesday. I think I'm actually getting closer to finishing it. Like there's still a few pieces I need to make and a bunch of sewing to do, but it's getting really close. I've even actually started adding the pockets. It's because I got a little bored of doing all the sewing for the Amazon pieces. Yes, yeah. Yes, I can hear the noise. And that would be my sister. She is sitting off the other side of the room. And I finished it. And I think that was a good way to do it because you can't see what I've done on the front, which is exactly what I wanted, not to see it. And it is on there. It's just got a circle that attaches it all. And then we've got 2 rounds left. So I'm nearly finished this square. I have to start the chain 6. 6. Mm. Mm-hmm. It must be quite a different time for you there, considering you say this morning. For me, where I am right now, it is 2 minutes to 4 p.m. I think typing can be a bit of a mess any time of the day, especially if you're not paying attention. No, I'm not. I'm wearing a cardigan I made a while ago. It's the cardigan. It's one of those cardigans where you make 2 hexagons and then you close up one side and then attach them at the back and then add sleeves. It's one of my favorite ways to make a cardigan because they're fun, easy to do them quite quickly. So it's 4 a.m. now. Not 4 a.m. See, in the middle of the day, my brain's mush. 10 a.m. I looked at my own clock and I'm like, oh, look, it's 4. And then still read the fact that you said a.m. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus, I'm trying to count, which is kind of ridiculous. But yeah, I'm currently wearing a cardigan, which I might actually take off because it's getting a bit warm. You'll be able to see it better that way anyway. So that's my cardigan. And I have 2 different coloured sleeves because I was using a ball of yarn that changes colour. Yeah, so do I. They're like one of the fun ways to do it. I actually have some cardigans that I'm going to be making that aren't like that soon. Because my mum wants a new cardigan. Because I basically have already started doing Christmas stuff. Because making a head seems to be one of the better things to do, especially since like some things I send far away, so getting them done early makes it easier to send. Although I don't have to send anything to my mum, she lives in the same house. In that case, it just means when I get to that point of the year, I don't have to rush around and finish things. I'm just like, oh, look, I'm finished. All I need is wrapping paper. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I think there's only one round to make it an actual square. Kind of amusing. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so I'm actually planning on possibly changing when and what time I do these lives because basically nobody really turns up to them. And so I spend most of my time usually just talking to myself, which I don't know about anybody else, but that's pretty boring. So I might mention that on Tuesday. Later. Now I'm glad you enjoyed catching the little bit that you caught. And thanks for leaving it playing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I am starting to get close to the next round. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so there's how it's going. And this is what I've got on the back. So all of these loops are going to be part of making it into a square. 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is a lot of loops. I think this bit is just slightly tedious, just because they're constantly making it. Chain 6, slip. Chain 6, slip. 1, 4, 5, and 6 again. Where are you supposed to go in this one? Okay, apparently there should be 16 of these. I guess I better count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So one more. Hello. Welcome to the very, very quiet live. That is live. I am just sitting working on a square, which is right here, flattened. And I'm actually one row away from the end of this spot. I'm glad I am now finished with that very tedious round. All that was chain 6 and slip. Boring. Okay. Slip stitch into a chain 6. Yes. Thanks. I'm glad it's pretty, although it really does not show its colour. This is purple. It's a fun square. It's from a Simply Crochet magazine. And it was a little booklet that actually came with one for their 100th magazine. So it had 100 squares and it's actually pretty good. Chain 4. So how's the weather in Texas, I guess? Here it is wet, rainy, a little bit chilly, but warm enough. And now I am doing a corner. I always like it when squares start in the corner and attach into a corner. Going to be really easy to figure out where your join is useful when attaching. It's too hot, is it? We I think are not going to have much more of the warm weather. We had it quite a lot, but it's now dwindling, getting kind of chilly. But then again, it is kind of the end of August at this point, so you'd expect it to get chilly, I suppose. Working on anything fun this morning for you, I would suppose it would be. Once I finish this square, I'll probably work on the calendar for a bit. And at the moment, what I've been doing for the advent calendar is I started adding pockets, which I hadn't actually planned to do until I'd finished it, but I just wanted a break from doing the sewing for all the amigurumi pieces. So putting it on pockets seemed like the next best thing to do. Although you do have to do sewing with the pockets as well. They need sewing down. Because they're attached along the bottom. So you just have to crochet them on the side you have to sew. And that would be Trudy again. She is leaving. No doubt she'll come back and make some noise again. She likes coming in and out of the room when I'm doing videos. It's actually kind of funny. She'll sleep for a majority of it, and then she'll just come in and out, bang, bang, bang. Okay, hi kids. And wait, she's back again. And bang. Did anyone notice Trudy? I think I did. And that would be my sister in the background as well. she's sitting off to the side and isn't very good being quiet for me. So here's how it's going. You can see it's turning into a square. The corner there, and then you do these three, and then you do a corner. So this bit's pretty easy. And I might measure this once I've done this round and see what comes out at, because I remember correctly it was to be 4 or 6 inch squares. So if this is not quite 4 inches, I might add a single crochet round or something. Which I have done to the other one. The other one, it was supposed to have slip stitches around the edge, which I thought was completely ridiculous, because if any of you watching have ever sewn together granny squares, I'm sure the last stitch you wanted to be sewing together is slip stitches. I just find that they're awfully tight and just really a pain to try and work with. So I mostly just use slip stitches for joining things. And almost have another corner. One stitch. There we go. 2 corners. And I just got to go up the other side. Yeah. So I do have tidying to do after this. You should really see how messy my cart is. There's everything in here. There's like ball bands. I've got some ankle tape stuff, yarn, just some card games, pens, everything. It just gets filled with everything. It's supposed to be for all my projects, which it kind of is. It's got lots of projects in it, but it kind of gets everything else as well. Basically anything that I need on hand frequently, because my journal is in here as well. Actually, that's something I haven't shown on my channel much lately, is my journal. I kept kind of forgetting about it. That's my journal, and I suppose I could show the cover page that I did for this one. There's the cover page. Got ER here, bumps on the ground, and it says, I don't get out much right there. And then I put a bookcase with yarn in it. There's a lamp on the table and a window. And I just kind of did squiggles for the background. Actually, the cutest thing about this cover page I did is if you look at the back where his hand is there, he's holding a crochet hook. Because why not? I like crocheting, so he's got to like crocheting too, huh? I think I might have to look. Okay. And this is actually a new bottle I recently got. I do like it, but it is a little bit of a pain. It doesn't fit in my backpack. Like in the bottle holder sections of it. It's too wide, so it just kind of gets used in the house. It is a nice bottle, it just doesn't fit the back. But I might have to find another new one for going in the bag. And maybe have a note, the width of the bottle and the width of the hole, so that when I go, oh, maybe this bottle will work, does it actually fit? I don't really want to take my backpack into like a shop and go, oh, let's test this bottle and that bottle and this bottle. That would just be kind of strange to do. And I am at another corner. I've got one corner left. All the kind of clicking noises, that's my sister in the background. She's not specifically very useful in class. It doesn't help, she's got headphones in, she's watching something. So even if I do try and tell her that she's making noise, she's not really going to hear. This is the third corner I've done. Well, it is turning a decent size, I think. I think it is about the same size as the square. So I think that should work as a 4-inch square. And I'll probably end soon because I usually only do about an hour. And we're already at 48 minutes. And now I'm filling up in another pot. Yay! Now we're finished. Now I do think this would be an easy square to work on, although if you're trying to focus on other things, I think the bits where you have to do the chain 6 over and over would be a little bit of a pain for that kind of thing. Trying to keep track and make sure you do 6, 6, 6. It wouldn't be the easiest thing to do, I don't think. And halfway through another corner, yay! There's nothing else to say. And it's really boring. I don't even know if the people that watch my channel really like watching lives, because mostly they're so quiet. I don't know if I should continue doing lives, or if I do continue lives, when I should do them. This Saturday thing doesn't seem to do that thing. Hi, Ellie, I think your name is. I'm good. I'm working on this square. This is called the Night Flower square, and it's from the 100th issue of Simply Crochet, and I'm making it the same to Vertical Crochet. Now, how are you doing, Ellie? Thanks. Hello, Jessica. Thanks for subbing. That's nice of you. So do you enjoy lives like this, or do you prefer just like regular type videos? Ah, nice. Yes. Oh, yeah, okay. Although I'm a bit behind on any of our videos. I seem to get behind on everybody's videos. There's just so many different things to watch, and so many different things to be doing. But yes, thanks for stopping in, saying hi, subscribing, all that kind of stuff. Doing good, good. Some hats for Christmas. That's nice. It's the perfect time to be starting Christmas gifts, I agree. I have started Christmas gifts as well. It's just nice to get them done early so you have plenty of time and don't have to race at the last minute. So here is this square. Just finished the round. And I do think I'll take a picture of this later and show it in my regular video because this is not doing it justice. This is purple. Oh, cool. I will check you out later on when I'm obviously not doing this live. That sounds interesting. I've heard about doing that before. Thanks. That's it done. I've just got some ends to leave in. And by some, I mean two. I seem to have lost the end for the middle. A little bit. Okay. So I did actually want the end for the middle. Yeah. And besides that, if I do any more crochet today, it's going to be working on advent calendar. Here's my tools. I have my sewing needle. Oh, now we'll put this. Today, and this was a really good excuse for doing some squares that I would otherwise be doing. So do you like crochet or what? Hi. What's up? What's up? What's up? I don't know. What's up? I'm just sitting here crocheting. Not doing very much of anything. Am I boring quite live? I've actually got a lot of things I'm going to be making for Christmas gifts this year. Actually, a couple of things that I wasn't planning to make. That's going to be interesting. Oh, I don't have too much more amigurumi. I have been doing, I think, quite a bit of amigurumi lately. I'm just going to use the last couple of eyes I've got, and then not do any more with that for a while. Because I've got this one cardigan I've got to do. I've got my own pattern to work on, which I do wonder if I got the pattern just sorted and ready to be bought, would people be interested in like working on it at the same time as me, or would you rather I made the whole thing first and then released it? Oh wow, you do a lot of different things, Ellie. Yeah, I don't knit or don't knit, but I do crochet and I do a bit of embroidery and cross stitch. You can see there. Um, and what do you mean by beadwork? That would be interesting. Do you mean like jewelry or what? Yes, like a crochet along, doing releasing the pattern for people to be able to buy it, and then while I'm actively putting the project together, because it's something I can just type out and put out, and while I work on it, other people can work on it at the same time. So I thought maybe it would be fun to do that, although it will be a paid for pattern. I don't know if I should maybe set up a Facebook page or something for it as well. I think I found the end. Yay! There's it. The center of this flower is actually not supposed to be so white. So I was like, oh no, I can't find the end. Found it. Ah, cool. Jewelry and stitch markers. Now I've made a few stitch markers here and there, and I used to do jewelry when I was younger. Now not so much. I don't like how fiddly it is. And it's not really the easiest thing to do when your hand doesn't stay still. There, Jessica. Oh my gosh, it took me longer than it should have to react. Don't think I would even realise if it wasn't for you saying that, Ellen. But yeah, I was thinking it might be a nice idea to kind of do it as a crochet along. And maybe I should set up a Facebook group or something, or just get people to tag me on Instagram. Because I would really love to see other people making it. And it might be like a two-part thing, like the main thing could be a crochet along, but the parts that I'll be doing later would have to probably be done just after I finish that. And I hope that didn't interrupt too much. My alarm just went off. I'm planning on starting it probably next month once I've finished getting it all written out. And the item that I'm planning to do is it's kind of a game board blanket kind of deal. I'll probably go into more detail on it maybe on Tuesday and talk about the yarn I'm using and stuff. But it's based on something I have already made, but it isn't crocheted. And I'm planning on making pieces to go with it, which will be kind of amigurumi stuff. And I have finished a square, woven in all my ends and filled in the center. I much prefer it with the full center. There's that wide open center that looked a little bit odd. Although I suppose if that's what you were going for, it would look okay. I also wanted to find the end because this was a magic ring method thing, and I didn't want the thing to fall apart. Oh, that's the trend. That's finished. Yep, it's about the same size as this one. Straighten out the edges. About the same size. So these are both 4-inch squares. I'll have to get those sent off soon. Oh, just put those there. Oh, where did I put the ball band for this? It's here. So if you are interested in doing what I was talking about, if you could on Tuesday just write in the comments if you would like to do that, and I'll try and get some more of the details together then. Yeah, and then hopefully I should get it together as a pattern that can be bought. Oh, you've never made amigurumi? Interesting. Well, if you do decide to join in, I'll be happy to have you trying to do it along with me. I think as long as you can do the single crochet and magic ring method thing, you should be okay. But, yeah. Yes, they are both real. This is not red, white, and blue. If this is the thing you were talking about, this is not red, white, and blue. This is red, that's green, white, there's yellow in the center, and then that space, trying to show where my fingers are. That space next to the red on the outside is black, that thing. So it's a Tudor rose. Which is why it reminds me of Christmas, is because it's white, red, and green. And like the yellow works for that too. And this one is green and purple. Yeah. This one I think is having the harder time showing its colours. This one kind of showing its colours, but not actually the colour they are. Canvas for you. So I'm going to hop off of here, and yeah, I'll be doing my regular Tuesday video on Tuesday. There will be quite a lot more details then, and I'm just going to say later for now. Yes, it is great for Christmas. So see you later. And